All right, I dropped my pack. We're gonna head up into this little cave here, this little slit. Almost looks like a cave. I don't know if that leads up to it. A little spooky, but I'm not too afraid. Well, okay, I'm a little afraid, but we're going up. We're doing it anyway. Good afternoon. I'm David, and thanks for coming along on this adventure. I say good afternoon because it's about 6:30. It was just too hot to go earlier today. I'm kind of looking for more, I guess you could say, undiscovered ruins. Not that you really ever find any that are truly undiscovered, but we're going to go off the beaten path and cross the valley here. We're going to go up onto that ridge over there. We're going to set up camp up there. It's a couple miles away, and then we're going to go over into the valley on the other side. Well, here's that old service road. As you can see, it could be hard to miss. No one's clearly driven on it in a long time. Maybe it was an old mining road or something, or who knows. There are no human footprints on it, so that's a good sign. There's that though. That looks like it's got little, maybe, I don't know, I'm not an expert at paws, but maybe looks like it's got claws. Maybe a coyote. But at any rate, some trail is better than no trail. Well, that trail kind of petered out, but since I know the direction I'm going, I can just get up here. You can see it's only like a 100-foot rise in elevation. All right, I made it to what I thought was the top, but it's actually kind of a false summit. So we got to find our way around that in the morning, but found a kind of a nice little place for a campsite here because I got some rocks. I think I'll put the tent right about there. But thought I'd show you my gear. Here's my old backpack. I bought this in 2007. I think just the Grand Canyon alone, that's made 7 trips down into the bottom of the Grand Canyon and out. Plus, you know, numerous other places, too many to mention. You know, I only paid like 80 bucks for that back in the day, 20 years ago. Now I was looking at backpacks the other day, and man, they're like $600, $700, $800. I'm like, what? Just insane. Got my sleeping bag, some mummy. I like Kelty. It's pretty decent and affordable. Got my tent. That's a 1-person. When me and Ella go, we split up. We use a 2-person tent and split up. Got my pot and cup. That's all I need. Got my mountain house. Got my coffee. First aid kit. Toothbrush, aspirin, the athletic tape. That's my first aid kit because you can do just about anything with that. Of course, I got my little stove, propane, binoculars, extra batteries. This is my drone, sleeping pad. Of course, bacon. Oh yeah, you got to have your bacon. Also got a Camelback in there and 4 bottles of water. So yeah, all right. Well, I'm going to set up camp here. It's getting late. You can see we're just about to lose sun. So we got camp all set up here. Pretty cozy. I'm gonna start a little brew here. Wow! Did you see that? Those things are scary. I don't think they like me here. Bon appetit. I just realized I forgot the marshmallows again. Ella would be disappointed. We just need some marshmallows.
No.
We forgot the marshmallows.
Next time.
Good morning, glad you're still with us. As you can see, sun is starting to come up, pop up any second now. And over here we have the moon. All right, I finally got to the top of the cliff here, up on the ridge, and I lightened my pack. I got rid of all the non-essentials. We'll grab those on the way back through. All right, we just kind of found this little draw here. Just kind of making our way down. A little sketchy, but not too bad. Oh yeah, looks like right up over here. Watch out for rattlesnakes. Early morning, they are out sunning themselves sometimes. You know, fun fact, I haven't fallen once on this trip yet. So, let's not jinx ourselves. I'll tell you, I fall a lot more when I'm out at the woods in Minnesota. All right, right about there is where I came down. But I don't see anything. All right, so I kind of came down over there and I've kind of been following this little peninsula out and I've been scanning these cliffs, and so far I haven't seen anything until now. Right, I don't know if you can see this, but right about maybe halfway up, there is part of a round tower there. I mean, how awesome is that? This trip may not disappoint. I'm kind of running low on water, and I was like worried that, you know, I was only going to get to scan a little bit of this and go home empty-handed, but I really appreciate you coming along. If I haven't mentioned it already, please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. Yeah, so I'm coming up, but well, you can't really see the tower. It's kind of over on the other side of this tree, but I'm just coming up this draw and I'm just finding pottery everywhere. Oh, wow. Look at the pattern on that one. There, tried to wash it a little bit. I mean, I really like pottery because it's got very personal. Creativity of the person making it comes through. To see something drawn and formed with their own hands, it's just so impressive. Wow, that's a really nice piece. All right, leave that there for the next explorer to find. Oh wow, more pottery. Wow, look at some of these patterns. Boy, it just doesn't stop, does it? Look at this. It's everywhere. Well, there it is. It looks like it's got some pretty nicely formed blocks of stone, but they're actually, you know, cut. I have never seen more pottery at a site than this. Just incredible. This is just everywhere. I mean, that just shows you how few people have ever been to this site. Oh, this one's kind of more part of a bowl. Oh, that's an interesting rock as I'm wandering around. That'd have been a good, nice little cubby to just get out of the heat. You know, I think I'm gonna name this site Pottery Hill. I'm getting close to this oh, wow. Look at all of a sudden I look up. There she be. Wow. There's got to be more than just this here, though. Oh yeah, look at that nice stonework. Looks like there's a little burrow through there. Maybe we can go up through there. I'll have to look for some petroglyphs too. Wow. I'm gonna stop, get a little drink of water, maybe eat something, and then we're gonna try to scramble up to that. That is impressive. I'm right below the tower here. I'm gonna get a little bite to eat and some water. But look at, I mean, I sit down and right here, look at this piece of corrugated. Look at that. Sorry, I'm just so excited. I'm gonna get something to eat here and drink, and then we'll go out. Oh, another piece. Look at this. Another piece right here. Oh, there's a piece there. I mean, you know what I think they did? I think some kids love to throw pottery off there. That's what I think. Maybe it was the pottery wars. They threw pottery down on people. All right, I dropped my pack. We're gonna head up into this little cave here, this little slit. Almost looks like a cave. I don't know if that leads up to it, but I also see some rocks kind of stacked up here. Wonder if there wasn't once a wall there. I may have to kind of circumvent around, but we're gonna try this first. A little spooky, but I'm not too afraid. Well, okay, I'm a little afraid, but we're going up. We're doing it anyway. Cameraman never dies, so as long as I keep the camera rolling, I'll be fine. Sorry, distracted. Let's go up into the cave. Kind of spooky. I don't really. There's no footprints in here, no animal prints, so that's a good sign. There's pottery in here. Better put that to the side. Okay, this is tough climbing. Oh yeah, sure. They probably went up right here. Okay. Oh, this is tough climbing. Let that dust clear a little bit. Yeah, we're gonna. There's my bag down there. Kind of looks like I could go right around here and up. So I'm gonna give it a try. I don't know if this is sketchy. Some of these rocks don't look too stable. Yeah, looks like we could go around here. I don't want to step on the rubble itself. So let's kind of go this way. There we go. There's the tower. Looks like I can now just go right up here. There's got to be some sort of dwellings or something around here. I don't see anything down there on the flats. Okay, here we are. Here's the tower. Sure. Looks like it had like a more square room behind it, but then a rounded front, more of a tower front. Very interesting. Wow, look at this big flat rock here. It's kind of impressive. I'm looking around, I don't see any obvious like carvings. I guess this rubble here was part of that falling down. All right, I'm gonna try to go up around behind it a little bit. It's down. I mean, what a commanding view of the valley, though. You can definitely see why they build here. sure. Look at this. See all this stone here? There used to be some structures here. Definitely. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, there might have been some dwellings here. Also looks like there's almost like a round pit here. Might have been a kiva here that's just the erosion has filled it in. To me this really signifies there was some dwellings here. I found this. It's stone, an old petrified bone. It's definitely stone though now. I don't know. Here, maybe I can, without breaking it. It's not bone. I can tell by the heft. It's definitely fossilized. See where the marrow channel would have been. Yeah. That's really cool. Imagine the youngins, they were able to scramble right up these rocks.
Freeze that. While editing, look what I see on here. Does that look like perhaps a spearhead or maybe a scraper? It definitely looks like some sort of artifact I missed. That's the problem with recording. Sometimes you get such tunnel vision, you can't see what's right in front of you.
Ooh, it's cool in here. Look at that. Cool in here. Spruce pottery. Maybe they hung out in here too and it was really hot. Okay, so I'm still sitting kind of in that little crevice here. I was kind of hanging out. It's just so cool here. It's like 65 degrees. But I'm sitting here and, you know, the tower is right around the corner here, right? And again, just like at that other site where I had to chill for a few hours because it was so hot before I could leave, it kind of allowed me to, you know, because I get hyper focused. I get tunnel vision. And so I don't always see. But I was sitting here, camera off, just chilling. And when I chill, I really start seeing things. But look at this. Let me get to the surprise. Look at, can you see this? I don't know. I don't know if this is going to show up. It's right about here, maybe? My sight's so tough to tell on this little GoPro screen, but it's right about here. There's a little stone structure. I mean, it's just clear as today. And then I'm looking over here and I see all kinds of stone rubble. So there was definitely, you know, some little community down here on the flats too. Wow. I mean, this is just blowing my mind. I didn't expect any of this. We'll hit that on our way out. Whoa, easy. I mean, isn't this site incredible? This is just beyond belief. Okay, so the tower's right here. And that other wall that I see raised right about down here. I don't know if you can see that. Definitely within line of sight of each other. We're going to work our way now down around the cliff this way, see if we find anything else. Well, I haven't found anything yet coming around this side, although it does look like there's a little cave up there. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the drone up. That'll let me to kind of scan these cliffs. way around here, headed over towards those other ruins that we saw from the tower site. I don't know quite where they were though. Kind of over this way. Oh yeah, there it is, there it is. Yeah, it's getting beastly out, but at least today there's a breeze. You can tell it's just as hot today, but sure. Sure. Some of this is still down. There was a structure here too, look. Oh yeah, look at on the walls here. Look at what we got right here. And just pottery out in the open. It's everywhere. Looks like that kind of, oh, this is kind of looks like this was a round structure too. I'm gonna guess this was a tower too. Around the front here. Looks like this was probably maybe a little front tower here too. The other tower is right up. I can't quite see it right from. I think it's right behind that tree there. But yeah, another structure back here, obviously. This whole area is bowled out. That's interesting. That'd be interesting to excavate down in. I wonder if this wasn't maybe a really large kiva at one time. I mean, clearly defined bowl there. Oh yeah, look over here across the way. More structures. Sure. So this was kind of out on the point, but there's also more structures over here. Oh wow, look at that huge piece. Look at that. Oh, that's got some markings on the inside. Look at that. Oh yeah. Leave those for the next explorers. Pottery Hill, that's what we're calling it. Kind of up on a little knoll again. Wow. Wow. I'm out of breath. Oh my gosh, look at all this pottery. Look at this. It's just everywhere. Look at this intricate piece. Wow. Look at this. Corrugated. I mean, it's just, I can't walk without stepping on it. You see this? This is just all pottery. Pretty much the whole thing is pottery. It's just everywhere. Oh, look at this. It looks like it was a little spoon. Sure. A ladle. It probably, you know, you can see where the handle broke off. You can see it's dished out. Sure. Look at that. Wow. That is so cool. I thought there was a lot of pottery over there. Look at this place. My God. Okay, we gotta get this quickly here. Oh, wow. Look at that. Oh, that shows up. That had quite the pattern on it. We've got little dots. It's kind of cool. Found this on the way out. Here's a question. Sorry, these are my footprints coming around here, but do you see this pile here? There's nothing but pottery. Oh, and artifacts. Look at this, is even flaked. You can tell that was probably a chip off. You don't think, was this maybe a refuse pile? It's a 1,000-year-old garbage dump? I better get going. Let's take a last look at some of these ruins here, and we gotta get going. I mean, there might be more stuff hidden in the cliffs and stuff, but time is out for this guy. We'll have to make a return trip. I have structure, big structure there. Look, that's all kind of, you know, it's kind of almost in a draw. Wonder if they didn't use this to collect water. Like, 'cause we got a structure here and a structure here, but clearly water would have come down in here. You can even see water collects in here still to this day. Well, let me know in the comments what you think. For now, I got to get going. I don't want to risk my life, and I'm down to 2 quarts of water and 3 hours of hike left. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. This was beyond believable. Just an amazing sight. I mean, I'm definitely going to come back to this valley. We'll do some more exploring, see if there's any more settlements further up. But I really appreciate you coming along on these adventures. I'm glad I could share them with you. And sorry, I can't give out the locations of these. They're just too precious. I mean, as you can see, this site has had virtually no visitors. I know it's had a few, you know, they all have. It's almost impossible to not, but as you can see, it's just been a few people, and there hasn't been artifact hunters out here, at least nothing major. So, I mean, usually you go to these sites and you can't even find pottery. They're so picked clean. You know, 100 years of people visiting them. Well, we're gonna make our way out. This is adios.